talking about all the note values with their subdivisions. Who can tell me what that's called?
Whole note.
Whole note, right? How many beats is that?
4 beats.
4.
What are these called?
Half notes.
Half notes. How many beats are those?
2.
2, right? Alright, and how many beats are these? What are they called?
Quarter.
Quarter notes. Now we're getting down to it. What are these called?
8.
8 notes.
Eighth notes. How many beats are those?
Half a beat.
Half. Isn't that weird?
I guess.
If it's an eighth note, why is it half a beat? Because quarter notes are 1 beat, right?
Mhm.
And there's 4 of them. So
Yeah, 2 8 notes make a quarter.
2 eighth notes make a quarter, exactly.
Oh.
So we got. That's the equivalent there, right? So this is the 99% of all music is going to be using eighth notes in your career. Lots of music uses these. You know what these are called?
6.
16th.
So technically these are 8 notes each, right?
Those are 2 per eighth note.
Oh, 2 per 8 note, okay.
So there's 4 per quarter note. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 16th notes. We got a quarter note. Quarter note. Quarter note. Quarter note, right? All right, now for the eighth notes, we count the quarter notes 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
The eighth notes are counted 1 and 2
2
and 3 and 4 and. I'll line that up there. So now the next item on the list is how do we count 16th notes? Does anybody already know? No? Never? Never seen it before?
Is it 1 and a 2?
2.
There you
yeah,
go,
1 and
Kayla. So we gotta use this little E letter. So we're gonna count like this. Here's beat 1, right? And here's and, right? Right there. So we got 1 E and ah. Everybody say it with me. Ah.
Ah.
Good. I love class participation. Okay, so this is beat 2, right? E and ah. Beat 3, E and ah. Beat 4, E and ah. Okay. So now you can refine it even more.
What is the letter identifying?
It's just a syllable that people use to pronounce the rhythm.
Oh, okay.
It has no meaning. In jazz, they use a different set of syllables. A lot of jazz players will go doya dooba daba dooba doya dooba daba dooba doya dooba daba dooba doya dooba daba dooba. And classical is 1 e and a 2 e and a 3 e and a 4 e and a. Now, if you have even more divisions of that, you have this. these are 30-second notes. So here's
So
one.
these are 2 per 16 note, okay.
Yeah. So one, and then that would be this one here, right? And then this one here would be right there, right? That'd be E. That'd be and. That'd be, So that would be like that. But the way people count 30-second notes is they zoom in with a magnifying glass and just go 1 E and 1 E and so that would be beat 1 here. This whole thing. For 30-second notes. We're not going to get into that today, but I'm just showing you. You can keep dividing it. You can go more than 30-second notes would be what? 64th notes, right?
It just feels weird saying it. 64.
If you're playing, that would be such a headache.
Who can play those? Computers and certain members of the New York Phil and the LA Philharmonic can play those. Only about 12 people in North America who can do it.
Wow.
Wow.
And they're in both orchestras, New York Philharmonic and Los Angeles Philharmonic. Those guys have those kinds of players in them. So those are the best orchestras. London is a good one too, but they don't focus on music that has a lot of the real modern classical music. They'll do this. They'll use that for like really fast passages, and you've heard in weird movie soundtracks. We're going to focus on this. So 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 3 eanda, 4 eanda. That's 16ths. Yeah? This is good, this is no good.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. Let's do a couple more of these. How many did we do here today? On page 1.
On notes 1, we did 2 pages. We did 3 in the first page
3 of them?
and 3 in the second page.
Okay.
On notes 1.
This is number 4. Okay. Joseph, do we have a volunteer from you? The top one?
Sure.
You volunteered, I heard you, right? I heard a volunteer. That's sign language. Auctioneer language. Okay.
That's the one I don't think so.
One and, right?
So it'd be one and two?
Okay, so how many beats are in each bar? 3, right?
Yeah.
Because the time signature is 3, 4?
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the second bar, we count 1 for the quarter note. And then under the half note, it's 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3. So it's da, da. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the half note gets 2 beats.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Chelsea, next one. No? Okay, you don't do it?
Oh, I'll go.
You don't feel good? You getting this, Teddy?
I'm trying to.
Danae? Is it making sense?
A little bit, yeah.
Cool, okay. Go over it some more. Yeah. Everybody copied it down? Okay, that was 4 and 5. Okay, now. Can I erase it? Everybody's writing really fast.
Oh, for the coordinates, is the and necessary, or can it just be 1, 2, 3?
You can, but we're thinking about it now. We're thinking and.
Okay.
We're trying to understand that and is contained inside that quarter note.
Okay then.
So if you write it on there, that's good,
Yeah.
because it just reinforces the idea of learning it. Okay, can I erase it now? No? I'm gonna erase it. Okay, let's do 6. on you. Joseph. Just trying to bust your balls, man. It's because I love you guys.
Mm,
Everybody's gonna get through this course.
Oh, this thing.
So Teddy, the eighth notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 per beat. So if you have a beat, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
For everyone?
for eighth notes. Those are the ones with one flag.
Oh, okay.
The stems are quarter notes. The single stem, that's just one beat. The half a beat is a flag.
Oh.
So the 16th notes have 2 flags.
So the one connect to each other, the one.
You can connect them or you can write them separate, depends on the composer. Yeah, man. Okay. Who's the next super action hero? Kayla. Now, watch out for that time signature though. 2, 4. So now we don't count in 3 anymore, right? Okay, we got a new symbol there. Everybody seen that one before? That's a quarter note rest. What do we do in a rest? We don't play any notes, do we?
Yeah, it's just silent.
Silent, right? Okay.
But
Very
last
good.
time you had us right. Like,
Well, you count the rests. I mean, if you were in an orchestra and you didn't count the rests and people just stopped playing, nobody would know when to start playing again, right? Unless you counted while the timing was going by. Because the music has a pulse, right? And even though there's no notes being played, that pulse is still going on in music. So if you stop playing, that pulse is still happening, so you still have to count. So you know when to come in on the right note. Okay, you guys got this? Teddy? Maybe? Where's the next one? Getting it? Started making sense?
yeah.
My favorite thing to do. Okay. Now.
I have a question for the 2/4 though. If it's just 2, why are we putting and after the 2?
Well, if you have 2 beats, 1, 2, right? That gets both beats, right?
Mhm.
And the spaces in between the beats is an imaginary and.
Oh, okay, imagine.
So 2 equals the same as this.
just remember.
2 quarter notes, right?
Mhm.
1, 2 is the timing. But in between the quarter notes, we could have this.
Oh, okay.
It's equivalent. So this equals but all sustained as one note. So in other words, if you have a pulse like this, everybody stomp their foot. If you have a pulse, here's a half note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's chord notes. Here's eighths. So this much equals that. 4/8 notes is the same timing length as 1 half note. Here's a half note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So chords will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Chords will be. 64th notes? That's my new song. Okay, so half note, you'd count 1, 2, but the ands are implied. They're implied. And we're just trying to understand the counting, so we're just going over the basics here. Does that make sense to anybody? It just goes like that. You know, one of the tricks we used to do in math class, so we didn't want any homework over the weekend. On Fridays when we had the math class, everybody was in on it. The teacher would say, "Clay, does everybody understand this?" And somebody raised their hand and go, "I'm sorry, sir, could you go over that again?" You know, all right, the guy gets out there and he starts doing it again. "All right, is everybody clear on that?" Another guy raises it. "I'm sorry, I'm not really understanding this. Can you go over that again?" And he goes, "Okay," and he goes over it again, and after about 2 people, he goes, "Is anybody else having a problem with this?" And another guy, "Yeah, sir, could you go over that again? I'm sorry, I'm not getting it." And he goes, "I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna assign homework this weekend, we'll just review this next week." And everybody's like, "Yes."
And then they do the same drill the next week.
They try. Well, that's the old technique. One of the most hilarious techniques is way before your time. When you had a paper due, oh, this was evil. When you had a paper due, before like computers were everywhere, you had to turn in a hard copy of the paper, right?
Mhm.
And so what you do is, it's due on Friday, you don't have it done, it's a 5-page paper. You type up 2 pages of it, and on the third page, you just type like a sentence, but then you undo the staple a little bit, and then you tear the page so that the sentence is cut off, and you stick it under the professor's door. And then on Monday you go into class, he's like, "So Bruce, I only got the first 2 pages, the other pages were ripped." You go, "Oh, I gave it to my brother to drop it off. He didn't drop it off? Well, I got it, but it's only the first, oh, I
And
got
then
the
you have the
rest."
hard-
Because you had the whole weekend to do the rest of it.
Oh, MG.
I had professors fall for that one. It was cool. Evil. Evil techniques to get through college, right? That means you can't pull it on me, because I tried them all already.
Thank God I don't have to worry about math. I'm done with math.
I actually wanted to take math.
I'm smart at it mentally, but when it comes up to
Well,
tests and stuff.
just be forewarned. Be forewarned, you guys. If you go to graduate school, to get into graduate school, there's a test called
GRE. I'm
GRE.
studying for it. Yeah, I know.
And that has a lot of math in it, and
Thank God it's just-
statistics.
Yeah.
Lots of statistics. Ooh.
I'd rather put up with statistics than algebra, because they have algebra portion of it. I hope they don't test me into that.
I like calculus though.
Well, things highly of you too.
Huh? I wanted to take calculus, but because I forgot GE for math already, I couldn't take it. I miss it though.
Okay. We're still on 1. Let's go on. Did we do 8? We didn't do 8 yet, did we?
No, we did 8 and 9. 10 we didn't do.
10. Let's do 10. Okay, who's the meanest guy in the whole class? Hunter.
Leave it.
Take the top one. Yep. You getting this?
Is this 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it 1
Two
and?
with the dots, 3 counts.
Okay, is it 1 and 2 and 3, or is it just 1, 2, 3?
Either way,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I'll still start with 1, right?
Yeah, okay, now what, the time signature is only, is 3, so there's only 3 beats in each measure.
So still count 1, 2, 3.
And, yeah.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 and
Oh, yeah. So how do I write, it's like,
And,
yeah.
okay, draw the 1 first, right
one,
there. Now, it's like a backwards
It's
3.
Like this.
Either way, yeah, that's fine. And then a vertical line. Yeah,
Oh,
you could do it the other way too, like a 3.
I'll do it.
3 or backwards 3 with a vertical line.
yeah.
And then you have the key on the keyboard, the amperand, above the 8, shift 8. That one. That's an and also, right? What are the other symbols for and? Plus sign. The amperand symbol. Let me write those on that quick. There's no rule about that. There's just, people do it different ways.
Just that
This is 2, so we go 1, 2, and then 3.
Oh,
So you got and like this, and like that,
Well, they
and
don't have
like
the
that,
texting, it's a different.
and then plus.
I think it's this one, the 12. The 12.
That's the different, like this, the texting.
Uh-huh. Well, this one, is it 3
There you
and?
go. Did that make any sense?
Or what you?
A little bit?
yeah, I get it.
Wanna try one more? We got time? No, we don't, really. 1 minute.